Welcome back to another build video. As you can see, clean or dirty. I was having a discussion on Facebook the other day about someone who prefers clean builds to dirty builds, and I thought that is actually quite an interesting topic. So I decided to give it a go. Let's get straight into it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to snip off these wheels. I am not going to drill these cars, I'm literally going to snip the wheels off. Then we're going to do snip off the wheels. I'm not going to drill these cars, I'm just going to snip the wheels off. Trusty pair of snips. Going to go in, clip the metal off. That went flying. As you can see, it comes off very easily. Back in again, snip, keep some over it doesn't. Pulls out. There we go. Do the other one. You have two cars with no wheels. Always keep your wheels. You never know when they're going to come in handy. Next, we're going to have to put wheels on it, otherwise it isn't a car. So, in my trusty box, I have got, anyone that watched the channel before knows my favourites, KMC Design wheels, so we're going to get them started. These are stupidly easy to use. Website, I've said it before, I'll say it again, website, you choose your hubcaps, you choose your tyres, you get them out of the packet, you slot them in like that, you glue them, they're done. That is literally it. So I'm going to glue all them together. Glue new wheels, it's so easy. To have a little bit of proper glue in there. You can see a tiny little bit of glue. Pop the hubcap in, spin it around so it covers the whole wheel. I'm going deep dish with this, so I'm putting them right up against the edge. The tie's done. Applying them is just as easy. Glue again. Glue around that bit. Get your bloody lid. Get your wheel. Put your wheel in wherever you want it. Let's hold it down for a second. Glued. Do the others. Do this one as well for you to show you. Again. Tyre prepared. Put it in. Hold it down for a second. Exciting viewing. Glued. Turn them over. Do the other two. Same time. Really quick, but really quick. The only thing I advise doing is when they stick initially, these two aren't going to, you're going to make me out to be a liar, is dropping the car down and leaving it like so. That way all four wheels will sit flat. The amount of cars I've had, or use Pennywise as an example, who isn't an example, but they'll sit like so, and when you glue them on, they're like, oh, they're great, yeah, and you put it down and it rocks. Which might not annoy some people, but it annoys me. So I found if you just place it like that, they'll find their own level, and there you go. So we'll do the other one, and there you go, two cars, both with the same wheels, both sides, no rock. Although that one is rocking slightly. Can't win every time. And then now we're going to decide what to do with them. Weapons wise, I'm going to go for the dual MG42s. They come in the implements of Carnage Sprue from North Star Miniatures. And this is the best one I've got because I've taken most of them off. If you haven't got any, what you're doing watching this video, go and buy some. I have loads and loads because they are a fantastic bits of kit. So now we're going to choose where to stick them on. So these are designed to go into each other, like so, male to female, like literally off camera, male to female. They go in and sit there, you glue them together, it's fine. Now I don't do that, I stick them side to side on either side of the cars, and you've got those that look like rivet holes, they look like rivets. So, and there we have them. MG42s on the front. The military historians will be going, oh, so MG42s are upside down. They are, but they look better upside down in my opinion. That little ridge there looks really good. That's it from the front. So, next step. So gonna go with a bonnet scoop on these. Again,
KM Seal Designs. We are not sponsored by KM Seal Designs, I just really like their stuff. So any opportunity to plug it, I will. So we've got scoops there. Not sure which one, I'm probably going to go with this one because it's got a nice little, do you see that? It's got little ridge lines, and there you have 2 bonnet scoops, boot scoops, whatever you want to call them. The twins are pretty much ready. I don't think I want to go any further with these. As I said, I don't want to make them too dirty / too messy. But you've got on these, you've got armour panels, got a cattle grid thingy jiggy there. I don't know the real names. Missiles, drivers. Not going to do any of that. You also get a bike per square as well, which is quite good. So I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is we're going to get started with the painting. All we're going to do is undercoat paint the wheels, the guns and the scoop black. I'm going to touch in a couple of bits that have been chinked off there, just because my 3-year-old has been playing with these since I bought them probably about 4 months ago. That's all I'm going to do for that for now. Then we'll get on to the next step.
So we're going to try something I've never tried before, and we're going to try doing a dirty windshield just where the windscreen wipers have been going over it. As I said, I've never tried this, so we're going to give it a go. Bit of blue tack, seen it done with masking tape, but we're going to give it a shot. Bit of wash over it, so Agrax Earth shade I'm using here. I'm just going to do these sections undone.
Right, all done. See the, doesn't it? Let's peel this off and have a look. Careful not to. Oh, that was rubbish. That's fine. We'll just try a new technique. Not all techniques work, especially when you don't know what you're doing. So now we'll go with the clean car, which I think I'm going to go with this one for the clean car. So painted the hood, and all we're going to do is paint all of these sections again with a coat, but leaving all of the paint in the recessed areas. So all of these sections here, I'm just going to brush over. So we still get that recessed dark. So that is pretty much the clean version done. About 3 or 4 coats, just a couple of touch-ups that need to do on the wheels there. Maybe do something with the lights. With the windscreen there, that is just some Zandri dust and just kind of where the windscreen wipers would go. It's not great, but I've never done anything like that before, so it's worth a shot. As we said, we are not experts on this channel. In fact, we are far from it. So there you have the clean version. Clean versus dirty. Now, dirty is not bad. You can keep dirty as it is. But let's Wastelands Raceway. So I've started with a little bit of the rust paint. See what it goes like on the yellow. It's not bad. It doesn't look great. But that will be because it's yellow. So the next thing I'm going to do is show some of this typhus corrosion. Now I've used it before on this one. You can see, I don't know if you can, but the texture is actually textured. So it's got grit in it. So you've got to give it a good shake up. Give it a bit of a stir, and that just stirs up all the grit in it. And now I'm just going to dab it on, just like so, just on the areas that I want it a bit rusty, or very rusty, depending on how this works. another pot here that's got a lot more grit in it. Ooh, just dropped it all over the bloody side. I'm just going to again tap that on. So we're off the wheel arches, I think. Down here. We're going to proper rust this thing up. Go back over that so it's a lot more. Rusty, rusty. I'm going to be quite liberal with this. Pile it on. A bit more there, a bit there, and then let's go for some on the bonnet. Nice bonnet that we've got. Let's rust that bad boy up. So that is looking pretty rank already. Now you've got to let that dry. Let it dry completely, so that it all dries completely. You know what I mean? And then we'll come back. So I've done a couple of extra touches to the brush car. We've put a couple of decals on it. To do the same with this one. Now, what we're next going to do is, now this is dried, I've already started it here. Can't see it very well on that, but I'm using some bright orange on a dry brush. And then all we're going to do is go over the top of this with the dry brush. This is one of the simpler rust techniques. You see that's starting to just catch that corner. So we're going to do that and all over the car, and then we'll come back. There is the rust all over. So notice where it's come up into here. That's what rust will actually do. So that's the first rust technique done. As you can see, the difference in the two already is quite noticeable. But we're not finished with that one yet. Next we're going to go in with some metallics. This is just Ironbreaker from Citadel, but I've got others. Again, we use different paints, don't have to have the same. Get a nice point on there, and then we're going to chip the paintwork. I'm not very good at this bit. So you know, just add a chip here and there. Doesn't have to be neat, obviously, because it's rust. Chip, sorry. But this will make the next point a lot easier. We're going to go all the way through this, then we'll come back. So we've chipped a bit of the paint here, there, and everywhere. And then I'm going to come back in with some of this rust. Give it a good shake. Get it in our lid. And then we are just going to dab on again. You've seen this before. If you haven't, don't worry, have you been? Just there. I thought I did a bit in the back, but I didn't. A bit there on the side. You can't see that because I'm not doing it on camera again. just like that. And that is pretty much that. So final touch, I've dry brushed some dirt onto the wheels, done the dirt on the top of that, up onto this section here. So there is the two finished vehicles, dirty and clean. Tell us which one you prefer in the comments, what style you prefer and why you prefer it, because we always want to know those things. And tell us what you think of the new mat.